welcome back to Confessions of a Beauty Boss.
Voila.
We literally ran up the stairs. There's about 4 flights of stairs in this building.
I was late this morning. I'm
Jamie
never
was
late.
And we missed the first train that we should have been on, and we ended up with a later train, so we were flying up the stairs. So, what were you doing, Jenny? How did you end up
I
late
was
today?
doing our social media.
Well,
the
how many
bane
episodes
of
have
my
we
life.
talked about social media on this podcast? And this morning it made you late.
Aye. And I'm never late, and it frustrates me.
Mm-hmm.
Anything that's out my control frustrates me.
When I get here at the train station, most times when we're coming through here, you're always there waiting on me, and I was on the train station platform going,
Where is she?
where is she? And then the phone call, I went, it's happened. Like, I'm late.
Oh, no, I'm never going to make that in 3 minutes. I know.
Nah. We'll just let that one go. We'll take a big, deep breath.
I don't know if it's a lot to do with menopause, perimenopause. It's actually worse in my arse right now.
I'm fed up with it. I'm over it.
I'm just like,
Wish I was over it, but I'm over it.
am I in it, or am I just a miserable bastard?
I'm not just using it as an excuse for everything these days.
That's what Craig keeps saying. He's like, oh, that's another menopause thing.
You're an absolute arsehole. Is that because you're menopausal? Aye.
I feel like it's kicking my arse now.
Aye.
Every time I'm saying, oh, I feel like this, I feel like that, you're like, that's menopause,
I
hen.
know.
I know.
But the symptoms are so many.
I
You
know.
and you don't know about them unless you read up on it
Or talk to
and
someone that's
talk to
had.
somebody that's actually had it.
Aye.
Because nobody really spoke to me about it. And then I started to see wee snippets on social media and things like that, like Davina McCall talking about it. She did that documentary for Channel 4. I think that was the first that kind of triggered for me, and that was about 3-4 years ago. Then I got the book and I was reading through the book going, oh,
That's me.
tick, tick, tick. She should have a big checklist tick box at the back.
It's nuts, isn't it? They're kind of implementing in some businesses just now. some kinda
Practices, like processes.
practices or rest days or stuff to help with women's menopause because it's so prevalent just now.
Yeah, and I think that's definitely needed. It's just all the piss takers that will use
That's
that for a
it.
wee day off.
That's it. Like other things
Aye.
that people use for
Aye. You know, there's women out there that
excuses.
battle through the worst endometriosis, periods, all those kind of things. And then there's women that just say they've got it just for a wee day off. A wee doovie day. I know. And I hate that about it. But I definitely, there's days with menopause that it could be like, it's debilitating. I think
Aye.
that's the word.
We were talking yesterday when we were working from my house yesterday. I've just been off for a wee week, a wee bit of annual leave, and it was chatting about how it's like nothing's making you excited.
Aye.
It's
And you challenge every decision and every
Aye.
thought you
I
have.
start like I've never been one for second guessing myself, and lately
You're
I'm
very
like,
impulsive. You're very
aye.
like, that's a great idea. Let's do it and
just
put
do
it in
and
place.
execute it.
Whereas
But
you're now like,
aye, it's like I'm second guessing every decision that I make right now, and is it the right decision, or is my decisions valid anyway? But it's like having that constant vanilla feeling, isn't it? It's
like things that would normally get you excited and look forward to things are a chore. You said you were going away for the weekend and you had a brilliant time, but the thought leading up to it.
It was
It's
more
the
like my kids.
anxiety.
My daughter's 18 next year and my son's 14, and it was that whole feeling bad about leaving them. I was going away for 2 nights. Felt bad about leaving my dog. It was just like, and then while I was away, it's just the guilt of leaving them. Like they even care.
Even noticed you were at this.
But it's mad, isn't it? How your mind plays tricks with you.
Yeah. And you can have that just on a bad day. You know, there'll be people, younger people out there that are not menopausal that are having a day where they feel like that, but it's just so heightened. Along with other symptoms, you know, it brings along it's no sleeping or night sweats or whatever. So the more lack of sleep you have, the more these other symptoms escalate or are highlighted throughout the day. But
sorry, Paul, to bring up the period chat, but
I know.
your periods can be all over the place. They can be erratic. It's not a nice time, is it? Women really have got it bad.
Aye. And we just put a smile on our faces and got on with it. Some
I
days.
don't know if my smile's been
slid off a wee bit, slid to the
the
side.
wind change. I suppose along with menopause as well, because we're both going through it at different stages just now. I actually quite like it because you're a wee bit ahead of me. So when I'm asking you things, you're like, that's definitely menopause.
You're not losing your mind.
No. And
It's
in
just
this
that.
industry, I've always been one for not taking things. Like, I've got to have a pounding headache before I'll take paracetamol and stuff. And I don't know if that's more from a holistic side, because that's what's drummed into you from the wellness industry. But I know there's so many pros and cons of HRT, but I'm just not ready for that yet. We've been getting acupuncture, haven't we?
Yeah, definitely. So there are other kind of more holistic. I'll be honest, I'm on HRT because I thought I could manage it. I thought I was doing fine. I thought I was all right. Didn't even think I had menopause at one point. And then I started to read that book and thought, no, maybe. And then the more I read that and more information I read about it, because there's such a stigma about it and it's still there. You hear it in podcasts all the time, people saying, oh, but it gives you breast cancer, it gives you this, it gives you that. All of that, there's so much scientific fact behind it now that the chances are that people that got breast cancer while they were on HRT would have had it anyway. It's not. So read all your information about it. Don't just go based on what your mum told you.
Your GPs will guide you as well. Obviously, there will be people that are more high risk that probably won't be put on
if their family have a history of breast cancer, like maybe their mum's had it or a grand's had it or whatever, then they then take a calculated decision with you. The GPs aren't going to put you on it just for the sake of it.
No.
They don't want you taking it either, because it's more than the NHS they're having to give it out. So they're only going to give you after a lot of consideration. I went to mine maybe twice before she said, right, okay, it was all the holistic things she was suggesting first, and then eventually she was like, right, okay, no, I think you're right, let's try it gradually and building it up. And now I'm on a gel that no bother.
It's been good for you, that gel, isn't it? Because you have tried a couple of different things.
I just find the acupuncture side of it for me is more mindset, is more to keep making a calm, and it balances your hormones as well.
It definitely helps with my anxiety. Alexandra puts wee seeds in the top of your ears as well, and I'm forever like pushing my seeds. People think I'm not right.
Think you've got nuts under there. She doing.
I mean, how do women in business cope?
Yeah, that's a big subject. It's a big topic. Because you second guess yourself.
You still have to show up if you run a business.
Again, we're dead lucky we've got each other.
Yeah.
Imagine being out there trying to run a small business with, say, 10 female members of staff. 50 or 40% of them might be menopausal, so going through all those mood changes and hormone changes. The other half of them are young. Don't give a monkeys.
Full of collagen and elastin. Arseholes.
Young, skinny, beautiful, big extensions, long nails. I hate them. And then the other half are looking at them going, what do they know? So it's the balance in all those female moods and good days and bad days.
And even just having the bandwidth to do your day-to-day job. Like we were saying again yesterday, like I've never been a procrastinator, but there's been a couple of things lately I've noticed myself being like, oh, it's just too overwhelming to even cope with.
I am a procrastinator. It's just my nature. I've always been that way. I always think things and put them off a wee bit longer, overthink them. Whereas you're not. You're like, that needs to be done, so I'm going to dive right in, eat the frog first thing in the morning and get it done. Whereas you said yourself yesterday,
I was like, I just keep putting, there's one thing that I just keep putting off, and I know it's not that big a deal, but it's just such an overwhelming thought right now. You were like, oh, that's menopause then.
That's you doubting yourself
I
again.
know.
And again, we're looking for a manager just now.
Yes.
And
because we have got too much on our plates and our menopause is killing us now. So
it really is.
It's like a general manager we're looking for, isn't it?
Someone to come in and be that kind of an in-between ourselves and the staff. Yeah. Just to be there. You can't do everything. No. We've got other businesses as well.
It's became exhausting, hasn't it?
Spreading your time.
Yeah.
That the small things that normally we would have been like, if the staff needed something or if we needed to do a bit of renovation in the salon, those wee small tasks now seem epic. Yeah. You're writing them down every day. You're moving them from today's to-do list into the next day's. I keep flipping over my diary into the next day and taking that thing and moving it in again. Because I'm like, I never get around to it. Like new things for the Pearson company, the booking system. We've not found the right one yet. So I'm wanting to kind of really experiment and look out there and find the right one for that business.
Vibes Insurance will be due next month.
That's really year.
I know. So it's just tasks like that, isn't it? Yeah. Excuse me.
They all seem too much when you've got so much going on.
And then when you're dealing with hormones and stuff in the background of that, it's just so overwhelming. So we definitely need a general manager in place and someone that's got experience, used to dealing with big teams, is a person that can be firm but fair,
Yeah.
and is used to working with budget sheets, P&Ls,
Yeah.
just the
But we keep
day-to-day running of
questioning
a
ourselves
salon.
now. Is there someone out there? We don't have a huge budget. We would pay, like
We pay a good
a
salary.
competitive salary
Yeah.
for it. But are people now in those roles expecting more? Is there? So we've had some great candidates apply for the job, but maybe not with enough experience yet.
Yeah.
So then we're asking ourselves, is it because we want them with all that experience that they want that big
The
high
salary
pay
bracket,
salary?
yeah.
They've maybe worked in a spa in Glasgow where they were on silly money, so it's just, we're questioning ourselves that, will we find the right person? Is the
Yeah.
right person out there?
Yeah, because we've kind of jumped in, haven't we,
Yeah.
and been catfished a couple of
I
times.
know.
So
It just didn't work, but
no,
it didn't work for that person
but
either.
our faults as well. We've
Yeah.
not checked
References
and stuff like this. That we've spoken about that
CV
before.
looked
That's
glowing.
and they've said all the
Yeah.
good things in their interview, and we're like perfect, but it's
Getting
not
harder
been the right
because
fit.
ChatGPT now gives them the answer.
I know. But
What
we
to
were
say in an
discussing as
interview.
well, weren't we? Like what would be appealing? We've discussed that if you've been in the role for X amount of time, then having shares within the company.
Yeah. So you're then becoming part of the thing, that if you grow it, you get the benefit from growing it. So
Yeah.
a lot of managers and spas and things will never get that.
No.
They'll get a bigger title, they'll get another step up the ladder of a title.
And let's face it, some managers and spas are on what we're offering, but
Yeah.
other spas that are perhaps paying more, it's because they've got more
Oh, a
responsibility.
lot more.
We're looking, like what we're looking for isn't a great deal.
No.
So
It is probably the job they're doing just now.
yeah,
If they're working in a salon or a spa just now, it's probably what they're doing just now.
it's
But
more to just manage your team, isn't it? It's managing your team and just making sure the day-to-day running of the place is smooth. And if anything crops up, they're there to deal with that rather than us there dealing with it.
Yeah.
So
Because it's all the wee things that take time.
And we are constantly saying we need to focus on the academy more because that's grown so rapidly. We're getting great partnerships, but we just can't put it all into it just now because
You can't get out to network with
No.
more people.
and we're constantly like answering questions within the salon or dealing with the odd
Things that don't work. Something's
You're the
broke.
janitor.
So it's all those day-to-day tasks that are actually taking our attention away from the other side. Like even like this, the podcast. You need time just to do the social media and everything.
Social media, the prep work for it.
Most of the weeks we fly in this door with nothing
I
prepped
know.
because there's been some disasters happened the day before. When I say disaster, it's like somebody's
A sink's
sick,
leaking.
or a sink's leaking, or a whatever.
I know.
all
But
the
it
wee
just
things.
seems like a big task at that
Yeah.
moment in time because you've got so much other things on your plate. But we said this year we would concentrate on urban more because last year we had the fire.
we
I
wanted to
feel like
bring it
we've done
back.
that.
Yeah.
And we're at the stage now.
But it's running itself. And the
I mean,
girls
it
are
is.
good.
The
Our
team's
team are
amazing,
great. They
but
just come
there
in and
is
do their
always
job.
there's
Yeah.
always stuff that crops up that they need our guidance on, and rather us being that person, we need someone else that can be that person.
I know. So if you know anybody, if you're listening,
If you're listening and fancy a wee career change or leveling up in your career,
absolutely.
and that's it. We've got so much to offer someone as well. We've got the academy where you can be putting CPD
Progress.
courses, and not all our courses is relatable to beauty and wellness as well. Like you've got your education, you've got the new one that we're launching, the management and leadership one. So
So there's opportunities there to grow on
grow.
that side of it, And then again, as we said, it mentioned it's something that after a period of time, it would be a share save.
shareholder, yeah. And
Coming into
you're
the
seeing
business
quite a
with
few
us.
companies starting to do that now, aren't you? It's like maybe teams will work harder, I suppose, if they start getting the opportunity to
Because
earn
we
shares.
put literally everything into our business because it's our business. Because
I feel
we
like
have
we
to.
give more, I'm sorry, I'm going to say this, than anyone else I know. Because any other job I've ever been in, I've never experienced the amount that we give to our team.
Yeah.
Whether
Flexibility
it be
in hours.
flexibility, cash, progression within the career, free of charge, even just down to like extra support. And I know you should always give the extra support, but from a time factor, not everybody has it. But as soon as we're asked, that's scheduled in because it's priority for us, for our team to be happy. It's like discounts across the board for everything else. It's taking out for spa days, for our spa partners, place. We give a lot. Like when they're doing something for a charity. So Amy and Erin are doing
for
Chaz just now. And it's something really close to Erin's heart. So we're supporting her and we're giving her £600 worth of products to put in a raffle. So we consistently support our team. I think that's one thing we can be proud of. So,
and I think someone coming into the role will see that, you know, because they'll probably be coming from somewhere where there maybe isn't that. You know, it's very strict, and we try and work round work-life balance, you know, hours that suit round them. And like one of the girls now had something happen in her family, health-wise. So she was like, oh my goodness, I don't know how I'm going to work. You know, my husband works, I'm working, I don't know how I'm going to do this because my childcare's not available for X amount of weeks. And we were like, right, okay, let's look at the diary. Let's see how we can adapt
Within 5
that.
minutes, we had adapted it.
Yeah, just for a couple of weeks till she got back on her feet and everything went back to normal.
It was a shame she was spiralling because she was like, to me, I can understand if you think that like that I'm not the right fit. And I was just like, whoa. Like this is easily rectified. Calm down.
Yeah, absolutely. So, we've been there ourselves as mums, so it's hopefully it's a good enough environment, but I think it is.
So just drop us a DM if menopause is kicking your arse.
I know.
And if you know anybody that fancies a new opportunity, we're also looking for a hairdresser as well. May as well put that out there. It's like a job advert podcast today.
Okay, thanks for calling into S1 Jobs today.
So we need another hairdresser because our hair department's growing.
Yeah, and we would love to hear if anybody is really struggling with menopause. You know, reach out, because sometimes again, if you're on your own in a business, you don't have somebody to talk about.
I mean, it doesn't even have to be menopause. We've actually had loads of people, haven't we, reach out, and even when we've shared something, they're like, oh, this is one of my days today. And just having a wee bit of chat back and forth, it makes them feel better as well. So it's nice to know that we're making a wee bit of a difference.
When we see messages from people that aren't even in the industry and like, oh, just the way you're talking about your day-to-day, getting up out your bed in the morning and having a bad day or whatever, it's so relatable.
Yeah.
I know, we see it all the time as well on social. You'll look at somebody and you'll be like, yep, that's me.
And also we're coming to the end of the year. So we've only got a few episodes left, and we would love to know your feedback on how season 1's went. Do we go ahead with a season 2? Would you like a season 2? If so, drop us a DM. Also, it would mean the world to click the subscribe button, share to anybody you know, and just grow our following, because we would love to make the podcast something epic as well.
Yeah, because we talk about it. We're saying, is it worth keeping it going? Should we do another season next year?
We've had great feedback. We've actually got great downloads as well. But obviously we're a bit time poor just now. So this is an added pressure. But we enjoy it. It is a bit of therapy for us, isn't it? And it's lovely now starting to get people from the industry reaching out. And just, that's a kind of networking thing for us, because we're now speaking to people we've never spoken to before.
Yeah. But we say like, share and subscribe at the end of every episode, but we genuinely mean, you know, if you've liked an episode, just share it with your pal, because then they might listen and it might help them if they're in the industry or if they're not in the industry, or if you just know that they like a podcast and they're looking for something different to listen to. Every wee bit of that, sharing it about, really makes a difference. At the beginning, we felt friends and family, we were saying to everybody, right, please listen, please share it, please download it. And now we've got other followers. If they just did that once as well, it really would make a massive difference.
So if you enjoyed this episode, you know what to do.
Share, subscribe.
And we'll see you next time.
Tell me what it takes to get you feeling